Hello? Hello? We're back. Thank you. What the hell? I don't know what happened there. What was I talking about? Switch! I kind of want to get a Switch. It's still too expensive, though. Although now, part of me wonders if I should just get a Steam Deck. Because I wouldn't have to ever buy another game for my Steam Deck, ever. Whereas with Switch, I'd have to buy a bunch of games, like, right out the gate. Now that I think about it, yeah, I probably should just get a Steam Deck, right? Those look snazzy, man. They look really good. There's not too many, like, Nintendo games I'd really want to get for this Switch. Zelda? Zelda. That's about it. The only reason to get a Switch is if you want the Nintendo games. I do not, in fact, want many Nintendo games at all, really. Breath of the Wild is really the only thing I can think of. I don't give a shit about Mario games. I don't give a shit about Rabbids or Pikmin or fucking Kirby can suck my ass. It really just would be Zelda, I think. What else do they have? Fucking Mario Kart Racing? The same fucking game the last 20 years? I am Kirby. What? 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 This is getting awkward. Man, he can suck like a motherfucker too. I bet that'd probably feel really bad. Getting your ass sucked by Kirby. You just like suck all your insides out. And then blow them back into you. Like some kind of inside jambalaya. Your fucking colon where your heart should be, your lungs are in your nutsack. Oh my god. Man, I kinda want to get this game. Is it on the wish list? It's not even on the wish list. It reminds me a lot of Don't Starve. Very, very similar presentation. Let's pop that on the wish list. Ooh! Man, this game is on sale all the time. I really want to play this game too. This looks so good. I'm gonna wait till it's done though. Till she's all diddy-dun-dun. What's this one? Oh, I remember this. This is like RimWorld, like medieval RimWorld. Who the fuck is that? Dre. What? Wow. They ran out of recognizable names pretty quick. Dude, this game looks so fucking sick. That looks so good. It's like Left 4 Dead though, right? Like, we need like a crew. Kami's got it. I know Kami's got it. They've only added so much more since you've played it. True. Yeah, it's been out of early access now for what? Yeah, like 2 years. And they've only been adding more and more since. I kind of want to play it. Glenn, would you play this, Glenn, if I bought it for you, Glenn? Glenn? We have the boys. 3 players would be fine. Glenn? Glenn? BB, please, BB. Maybe at some point in the future. What am I talking about? Modern Warfare's coming out. Glenn doesn't want to play this shit. he's got Modern Warfare in like a week. When does that come out? November? Well, the beta is what? Probably going on for like a couple weeks. Yeah, November 10th. It's always like the second week of November. Just in time for Remembrance Day. Wait, no, this is the 2009 one. Modern Warfare 2 2022. Oh my god, that actually worked. October 28th. Oh shit, so it's only like a month away. Nice. Till the 26th. Yeah. So about a month. Nice. I'll show you my tits. Well, Modern Warfare is dead. What's up, Bucket? Bugatti. That almost went really wrong. What's going on, man? How are you? What? Is that just a dwarf pouring beer on themselves? I think it is. It's amazing. Wow, it looks so much more rough than what we were looking at before. It still looks really good though. I played like 1 round of it. It was free on PS Plus. I played like 1 round of it and I'm like, no. I'm gonna wait until I play it on PC. Definitely not a game for the thumbsticks. You can get drunk in the lobby, you can get drunk IRL, and in the game too. That's pretty much an instant buy. Getting shitty? Whoa! This game is finally done? Wow. This is one I just assumed was over. Like, this is never gonna come out. Okay, yeah, it does actually look good. See? You like the shooty? I think it'd be a good one. Stranded Deep was so bad on PS4. I remember you talking about it when you were trying to play. And you were like malding in chat. Oh, man. You were like doing like the live tweeting your experience. And yeah, after like 15 minutes, you're like, this is the worst game ever. Never play it. Oh, man. Playtime, 1 minute. Yeah, that sounds about right. Back in 2015. Not long after I bought it, I believe. 2015, dude! And it just came out this year, 7 years later. More than 7 years after I bought it. They just finished it. Come on. And I don't even want to play it now because Glenn's scared me off. It doesn't even look like they added anything. Look. This is the 1.0. What the fuck? I think I heard that they had just finished Stranded Deep, like as if they'd had enough developing it. I would guess so, man. 7 years and it doesn't look nearly as fun as Raft, which is now feature complete and done as well. I've decided I'm gonna stream Raft eventually, but me and the lady friend, we're gonna do it. We're gonna stream it together. She'll probably be like in the other room, but she's got a really nice mic set up in there. We're gonna do that one together. That's a game I know for sure she would like. Someday soon, coming at you. But I'll be on PC. It won't be like that awkward console stream we did once upon a time. This was a fun game too. It was one of those games like I played it non-stop for 30 hours and then never played it again. But it was good. I haven't jumped on that one yet. Can't wait for that. I'm excited for it too. We were gonna do it right before my mom got sick. I bought it for her just a couple weeks before my mom got sick. So it all got like waylaid. Pushed back. The graphics for Raft put me off a bit. Yeah, they're nothing to write home about. Nothing to write home about. It's definitely, it's kind of like Minecraft, right? It's expecting you to get hooked on the loop onto the systems and not play it for its like graphical prowess. It's more about the exploration, the experience, the mystery involved and like figuring out what the hell's going on. I kind of want to play it though, man. Soon. iFly's got it too. Nice. Oh, nice. Played it right when it came out. Wait, what was the deep one about? Like what you got? Do you got to do? So yeah, it's basically like Kami said, you basically go mining, but then you have like a bunch of different objectives and like scalable difficulty with regards to it. I've had it on my wish list. I think I had it on my wish list for like 4 or 5 years, and I took it off because I thought I'm never gonna buy this. I don't have anyone to play it with. Well, now I got people to play it with. So it's back on there, baby. Yeah, this trailer looks much better. I love a good co-op game, man. Like Rust, the PvP in Rust and shit is fun, but like, it's just so much more, I don't know. My tempo, a co-op game. That shit looks crazy, dude. I'll keep my eye on it. CRISPR +1 Raft stream, can't wait. Yeah, we're gonna do it soon. Now that I know you guys are excited. Oh, don't mind my wallpaper here. Sorry. Just my fat material from earlier. Now that I know you guys are excited, I'm more excited to do it. Because I'm running up a lot of the time. I'm like, I don't know what to stream. I don't know what the people want. So I just do Rust. What a great tweet. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hold on. Let me zoom in. Oh, man. Too right. Too right. I don't think I've ever been to Large Oil and not got fucked. Oh, shit. That was good. There's a lot of funny Rust memes on Twitter, man. Oh my god. I spent too much time on Twitter, dude. I gotta get off that shit. Return to Moria at Lord of the Rings looks so good, dude. Glenn. Yeah, I saw that TikTok like while I was still in the hospital with my mom, and oh my god, man. That looks like a revelation. A game I've wanted like for years, but I never realized. Oh, yes, please. Is there an ETA on that? Is there an actual ETA? Part of why I wish Back 4 Blood was better. Just some good classic co-op action. I mean, it was the co-op stuff was there, but wait, what was it about Back 4 Blood? Partly that I got it on Game Pass, so it was disposable. The minute I felt like I was no longer having a lot of fun with it, I just put it away. I mean, like we've talked about before, Kami, the card system was needlessly complicated and just unappealing. Like, I just did not want to even wrap my head around, like, how that all makes sense. The characters were not nearly as memorable or appealing as the ones Valve came up with for both Left 4 Dead games. Like, I still say lines by Bill. Terrific! I still emulate Bill to this day. I love Bill. Only thing it's on Epic Games sometimes in 2023. Right up my street though. Well, it's on Epic, eh? So it'll probably be like a timed exclusive though, right? Most likely? The card system that did it for me? Yeah, the card system was atrocious. Why? Why? I feel like there was there was a good idea at some point for that system, but then in the name of replayability, it just became so bogged down by it. Like that's what they banked their replayability on, was this card system, and they had to expand it like as a means to adding replayability. I don't know, man. Oh, I just shake my head. I close my eyes and I shake my head. That was such a disappointment, that game. I enjoyed playing through it with you guys, but I have no desire to ever go back and play it again. Ever. I'm done. I won't be playing the sequel. It's over. I hope so. I hate the Epic launcher. Speaking of Epic, Arc is currently free. Nice. You hear that, people? If you don't have Arc, it's free now. I kind of want to play some Rust too. Oh. The good thing about Deep Rock Galactic is, like I said, it is on sale like every month. Like, it more than any game I feel like I've ever had on my wish list, it is constantly on sale. So we'll wait until after Modern Warfare, maybe, and give that one a go. Because like I said, until after my honeymoon, I'm not going to have a lot of time to stream consistently anyway. They aren't afraid to toss on sale for that for sure. No. I know they have a couple of expansion packs. I think it's all cosmetic stuff though. That if you buy like the deluxe version or whatever, like it gets up to like 50, 60 bucks. So they get their full sales some way, shape or form. Although I think the full game is only 40 bucks Canadian now too. Yeah, man, they're constantly on sale. It's part of the reason I took it off my wish list. I'm like, whatever, I'll just add this again someday and it'll be on sale. I don't even need it on here. It's just spam. I keep thinking some game's on sale that I want to get, and no, it's just this fucking game again. But yeah, if we got a crew, I'm more inclined to give it a go. If we got a nice team. Dude, I can't check Twitter while I'm streaming. Oh my god, I just spaced right the fuck out. What?
China!
Ah! Jesus. Social media really is like the dark arts. It just pulls you in. That actually scared the shit out of me, but fuck, man. The music was so quiet and that was so loud. Boom, boom, boom. Are they still making content for Back 4 Blood? Or have they just kind of moved on? You know, I heard they're reviving Evolve. Turtle Rock's other foray into games post Left 4 Dead. They're firing up the Evolve servers pretty soon. Got him good. You did. That was actually pretty good. Sometimes I have to ham it up. There was no hamming there. Although I think I'm like a gerbil now too. Like every time I hear that, I just instinctively get scared. Like I just shout. I've been like, what's it called? Brainwashed? Reprogrammed. Are they really? That game I did not enjoy. Oh shit. Evolve. Yeah, Evolve. I was just gonna say, like, what game was I talking about? Evolve. That's right. I'd like to think they've learned some lessons. At least in terms of, like, the monetization and microtransactions involved in the game. I'd like to think if they are gonna bring it back, it's gonna be with a different approach to all that. But I'm pretty sure I heard they were coming back. Because they got shut down, like, what, within 2 or 3 years of it coming out. Evolve Stage 2. Yeah, here we go. Wow, very positive recent reviews. 95% of the 20 user reviews in the last 30 days are positive. Unlisted on the Steam store and will not appear in search. All content is available in-game and can be unlocked through play for free. No buy-in or box required. Evolve Stage 2 is ready for everyone. One of the chief complaints about the first game. I think someone figured out you had to buy the games like 3 or 4 times to get all the content that was included at launch. Something like that. And I think on multiple platforms too. To unlock everything. So it sounds like they've changed that, thankfully. We've made improvements across the board, including improved matchmaking, enhancements to all characters, visual improvements, optimized performance, improved player experiences. What the fuck does that mean? It's a free game, but it's also a much better game, so it's also free. Interesting. They've redesigned the perks. My biggest worry with that studio, mostly going into B4B, was that they kept talking about how they had made Left 4 Dead. Yeah, and I think we know now how much of Left 4 Dead's shine was, I mean, let's be real, it was Valve people, right? Like the writing, the characters, and all that kind of stuff. Like I think that was largely Valve people that did that worked on that. Chet Falazek, Eric Wolpaw, Two principal creators on the game, two guys I still follow on Twitter pretty closely. Actually, Chet Falizek of Valve fame worked on some of my favorite games by Valve. He's got a really cool co-op shooter in the works right now called the Anacrusis. I think it's still, yeah, it's still in early access. So it's like on the list. Do I have, it is on my wish list, yeah. Oh wait, no, it's not on my wish list. And it looks very much like Left 4 Dead. Not like looks like Left 4 Dead, but like the same kind of fucking chaos. 4-player co-op shooter. I think the idea is like you're on a ship, like a spaceship, and it gets overtaken by like some kind of alien force. I do worry the gunplay is maybe not as tight as I'd like, but it looks quite good. Although the enemies almost... It really does look like Left 4 Dead in terms of how the enemies just pile up. And like you'll clear out a room and there'll just be like the sea of corpses everywhere. I don't know, it's so good. I feel like I've seen this before, but also not. It is kind of reminiscent of some other games that have come out. I mean, the artwork alone reminds me of Deathloop. Just smacks of Deathloop. Another game I really want to play. But hasn't quite gotten down to the right price point yet. $20. I figure I'll pay $20 for that. Looks pretty good. Although I hear it's on Game Pass right now, actually. They just put it on Game Pass, if I'm not mistaken. It does look pretty fucking fun, man. It's such a different idea for a game. I should also go back and play the Dishonored games. I never did play Dishonored 2. I never played the DLC for the first game. The Dishonored games are great, man. How much is Dishonored 2? $40 full price. That's not bad. Is that even on my wish list? I don't think it is. Good God. You never even finished the first one? It's kind of, I think, looking back on it, it's kind of like how I played Red Dead the first time. Like when I played Dishonored the first time, I just whipped through it. But it's a game that kind of demands, if you play it stealthily, you gotta take it slow. You need to take it super slow. And I think that's where the rewards lie. Wow, they released like a full motion video for one of the trailers. It looks pretty bad. It looks actually quite bad. Aren't the Dishonored games on Game Pass? Almost positive, yes. They were when I canceled. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they'd still be on there, given that Bethesda is now owned by Microsoft. I don't have Game Pass anymore. I cut the cord, what, like, 6 months ago? 7 months ago? Have you seen Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl? Seems like it might be a cool game. Absolutely, man. That looks really good. I'm keen on that one. It's like a lot of games. It's just kind of like... It's out there. I know it'll come out. I'm not really following development too closely. I'm aware of it, but like I can't get too excited about it. Just because it is so... probably far out from development, but yeah. I never thought I'd be, like, looking forward to another Stalker game, like, what, 20 years later? After the first one, but yeah, I'm keen. What's up, 90? How's it going, man? How you doing, sir? I think I know what happened. I was Let's Playing it on my original channel years back and likely stopped playing because I got distracted with another series. True. I feel like it would be, I don't know, maybe it's too old now, but it would have been a good YouTube series game. No? Having a Game Pass for a while. Sometimes I get tempted to go back, but honestly I still have so much I own I could play. Yeah, that's ultimately what I decided. I'd get it again, you know, when they have one of those, like, come on back promotions for, you know, 3 months for, like, $4 or something like that. I figure they'll eventually kind of lure me back in. But yeah, like you said, Kami, I've got too many other games. And I think the major thing that made me stop playing was Rust. Was stop paying for it was Rust. All I was doing was playing Rust. Like, that's it. I didn't even have time to play any games on Game Pass. We played Back 4 Blood, and it wasn't long after that I cut the cord. It's done. What's good, Chris? Nice to see you, dude. Nice to see you too, man. Not much. Chatting. Just doing some chatting. We were talking about all kinds of shit. I should take a break and then maybe we'll play some games for a bit. Talking about Twitch and what's going on in my life, what's coming up. I don't know. Games. Talking about a lot of games. Is it really only a few days away? Oh my god. Damn, dude, I never did buy that. Damn, dude, it's probably gonna go up in price too. Oh, I should have nabbed this on a sale. Shit.
Are you ready for a new wild and wacky fruit flavor? Introducing Apricot. Stop by, make sure you get your Billy Hog hot dog.
It's not going up in price. Good.
Local teenagers have gone missing.
Oh wait, it is.
To the disturbing trend of missing
It's $29.99.
otherwise quiet town.
Ah.
If anyone has seen the teenagers or has any other information, please contact the police department.
Hello, micro friends. Great news! Virgil knows you might be a little homesick, but
Is that's Claptrap, isn't it?
that can be repaired.
Isn't that Claptrap? That's the same.
You will need to survive the yard against terrifying insects. And
Oh, I forgot about the spiders, dude. Oh, I can't do with the spiders. Oh. I played this on Game Pass back in the day. It was good, but like, I only played it enough to realize that I'm gonna wait till it's done before I play it.
treacherous wastelands.
What's coming up in your life? Not too much, man. Well, not too much. I got a lot of shit coming up, actually. I'm like figuring out how to sell a house. I'm, thankfully not by myself, though. I got a wedding coming up. We got a honeymoon. All in the next couple of months. Busy, busy.
Or something.
And too many games. It's the best time of year to be a gamer, right? Every week there's like some new and interesting game coming out. After the slow-ass summer we've had. This has been on Game Preview for like 3 years. Because it was on, it didn't come to Steam right away, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I hate bugs. It's not the same voice actor as Claptrap? Nice. The more I listened to it, the less convinced I was. They just want the vibe, I guess? Yeah, definitely. I mean, how many ways can you make a robot sound?
49 in the yard.
Definitely had notes of Claptrap.
And you thought the brood after the pump.
Dude, you have to go into like spider dens and shit like that. Oh, I don't know, boys. Oh. I do have a crippling case of arachnophobia. That might push me to my limit. Might break me. Play through as far as you could. It has its bugs, no pun intended, but all around it was good. This was like a month ago. Oh, okay, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Don't they have an arachnophobia mode? Yeah, they do, but like... I don't know if you've seen it, but what it does is it basically just like... It's like a slider, too. So like you can have like mild arachnophobia or major arachnophobia, and all it does is like remove like appendages from the fucking spider. So like if you turn the slider like all the way down, it's just basically like this floating spider head just attacking you. Like, it's one of those things like it just breaks the immersion too much. It just takes me out of it too much. Like I can't even play with that on. Maybe that'll be different in 1.0. This is what it was in early access. But it looks like you're fighting like some fucking like drone, you know, like this little flying drone looking thing. I don't know. It wasn't working. That's why I play multiplayer. Someone can hold your hand. It look like a little black blob, exactly. Like an ink blot. Yeah, just kind of like floating around and attacking you. Like, I got excited about arachnophobia mode until I saw it in execution. I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate. I'd rather shit my pants than have to, you know, deal with my immersion getting broken. My immersion! New releases on Steam. I love it. Yeah, man. It's a great time of year. We got the October spooky sale coming up. Always a good time to pick up some spooky games. That should only be another couple weeks away, right? I'd rather ship my own pants, thank you very much. I'm a big boy. I could ship my pants if I want to. It's my God-given right. And what about you, 90? What's going on with you, brother? What's coming up in your life? What's coming down your pipe? How's things with you, man? What day is it today? It's Friday, so you're working, no doubt. Chicken Studios, did you get raided? No, Chicken, I didn't. I didn't really play much longer after the last stream. But no, last I checked, we didn't. I had to do stuff yesterday morning, and I think the server reset at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So when I logged on, I woke up, I set up a bunch of shotgun traps, I used the rest of my gunpowder to make a bunch of handmade shells. I opened up all my doors, threw down 2 cargo drops, and just logged off. I don't know. Made my base impenetrable, as impenetrable as it could be. And just logged off. I just let the wolves have at it. It's usually what I do when I'm content with a wipe.
I love it!
I just open the doors, set up a bunch of traps, and just let some fucking goober spend 3 hours trying to get building plans and hammers out of my core or something like that. No, it was thankfully a success. Even though I didn't really get to stream the rest of the wipe, it actually held up. Granted, the pop did fall off as predicted by Friday. Or wait, by Monday. Yeah, by Monday, like it was like 400 people through the weekend and then about 40 people on Monday. So I was in a much better position, but we did survive the weekend. Because I think I last played on Saturday, right? How you been, Chicken? What's going on, man? Chicken Studios. The plural, the possessive studios. How's it going? You want Stranded Deep? We were just talking about that. It just came out. When? August 11th. Oh, it was like a month ago. Oh shit. More than a month ago. What's the buzz? Is it any good? I kind of want to play it. I know Glenn says nothing but bad things about it, but I mean, I spent money on this at one point in my life. I should at least try it, right? Let's see what the buzz is. Oh my god. It's amazing how far this game has come since release, though I'm somewhat sad to see the end of development. I'm interested to see where Beam Team goes. Next comment. Such a shame. Wish there was more to do in game. There's only so much to do until it gets old quick.
We ain't found shit!
What? What? So is it good or not? How is this 1.0 sad face? Hope they do a sequel now. Oh my god. See you in 8 years, Timothy Haley 400. Congrats, a little underwhelming for a 1.0 update. Yeah, right? Isn't it? Look at the patch notes. You could fit them all onto a napkin. Man, they really... Fuck, man, they really didn't do much, eh? Oh, not do much. There hasn't really been a lot of content since last year? Last May. Look, they improved the piles and storage, Glenn. This is like around the time you were playing it, though, I'm pretty sure. Well, you were playing it on PlayStation. Because you were playing it when I was playing Subnautica, I think, around then. Below zero. I'm good. I'm doing pretty good, Chicken Studios. Not too bad, man. Chilling. Soaking in a pretty crazy week. What? Tons of Twitch bullshit? Tons of, like, fallout from the GTA leak? It's been a wild one. It was just a fucking buggy, shitty, wanky mess shit game! For wankers. I guess that's Glenn's Steam review. Anyone else? That's it? We could play this game. It's a lot of fun, man. It's not really a lot of fun, but it's oddly appealing, I guess would be a better way. Alright, I'm gonna take a little break. I need to get some more coffee, and I think we'll do some Red Dead. Where is it? Sound good? Steam review, you say? Might leave one that just says fuck off. Hours played, 0. Oh, man. Ooh, let's check out the new items in Rust real quick. See if there's any good skins. I have to go have a fun day. Bye! Bye, Chicken Studios. Take care, buddy. All the best to you, man. Stay safe. Cheers. See you soon. How often, if at all, how often would you guys say you wear a mask? Like a face covering for COVID or whatever? When you're out and about? Where are we at? I'm just taking like an informal poll. Never. Never. Never have done. Never. I don't all that much anymore. Never will. Holy fuck! Really? Wow. Yo, look at that door. Oh, that's such a cool door. The airlock. Oh, that's so neat. I like that. It's clever. Ooh. That's a nice box skin. Oh, it's like a camouflage on it? Never mind. Never! None of you! Wow, fuck. Because I was going to use that as like a segue into this guy in my building, because I still wear a mask pretty regularly. I'm a larger dude. Up until recently, I was going to visit my mom, who's like you know, in the high risk zone, COVID zone. Like the 3 weeks I was in hospital, I was double masked the entire time I was in there. Oh, that fucking sucked, dude. 16 hours of wearing a double mask nonstop. Really wore my patience some days, but it was worth it. But anyway, I get on, there's 2 times now I've been taking the elevator down. And again, I wear a mask just out of courtesy, both, you know, to myself. My lady friend does a job where she's working with forward-facing public people all the fucking time. Like, people are like breathing on her all the time. But like, it's at the point now where there's this one dude who's like 60-ish, maybe 60, 55, 60, maybe 45 if he's just like a big drinker. I don't know. I can't quite pinpoint. Anyway, way older than I am. Regardless. And man, he gives me such a fucking look every single time he sees me in the elevator with a mask on. Today when I was doing laundry, he like rolled his eyes and like did the like the chuff, like, oh my god, like audible, like, oh, get a load of this guy. I don't know why. It's really it really bugged me, and I want to be like, who, sir, who are you? Who are you? You wear like Led Zeppelin t-shirts and look like you've never like moved out of your 20s, you know? Like, what makes you an authority on this shit? Why would you roll your eyes at me for wearing a mask? You know? I don't get it, man. How is it like such a personal affront to you? Like, I don't think shit of people that don't wear masks. I know back in like April, you know, whatever, June 2020 or whatever. Yeah, man, like I was one of those people that was kind of like, really, dude, really? Why would you not like take the advice of like every public health official everywhere? Like that like live and breathe and know this stuff inside out? No? How to like limit transmissible diseases? But yeah, at this point, I get it, right? Like so many business leaders, so many governments around the world have basically said, it's over, we won! You know, the message is out there. People don't want to wear them anymore. They're uncomfortable. They're not fun. But I never thought at this point, people would still be like, oh, scoffing at me. Ha, the nerve. Why? Why? Anyway, not a big deal, but like, I'm also like kind of surprised none of you motherfuckers wear masks. Again, totally okay. I think you are all within the majority. I think I'm definitely in the minority as someone that still masks up regularly. But I was saying this like 2 years ago. Like I plan to wear these things for a while. I don't know. I certainly don't get sick nearly as much as I used to. That's nice. But I also don't take public transit nearly as much. This looks good. You like this one? It's like, it's Halloween-y. It definitely fits like a motif. Not really my style. I definitely like this one way more. That's so clever. I don't really need any more single sheet metal door skins though. I've got tons. What I need is a nice double door skin. I also don't live in a populated area, so there's no point in wearing one. Well, for whatever reason, man. Whether you're like, to me, again, I totally get why people don't wear them. I get it, right? Like everyone is telling you don't bother anymore. It's not just like the people on the fringes like 2 years ago. I think the president of the United States this week just basically said like, it's over, like we won. In Canada, we're scaling back vaccination and masking requirements on people coming into the country. Like, it's no secret that, like, the heydays of COVID, thankfully, have seemed to have gone by, but... I mean, when my mom was in hospital, it became very apparent to me, very quickly, that hospitals are very much still dealing with COVID, and how to manage it, and all the people getting sick from it, you know? It's very apparent. There was a day where my mom, it looked like she had COVID. And like I couldn't leave the hospital. I was in like scrubs and a gown and I had gloves on. Like it was, thankfully she didn't get it. She was cleared after like 8 hours or something. But yeah, they're not fucking around in hospitals. Like it's still a very real problem there. But I think for most people walking around, going about their day-to-day lives, yeah, it's not a concern anymore. And I think, Bucket, in areas that you live in, less populated areas, and rightly so to an extent, I don't think it has been as big of a concern. I think that was part of government's problem, especially like federal and provincial governments in Canada, is they made one set of rules for everyone without recognizing that, I guess they didn't want to get into like a jurisdictional kind of thing and having to manage like, some jurisdictions that weren't playing ball versus others that were, but like the rules that applied to me and my family in the heyday of COVID were not the same rules that applied to like my aunt who lived in a town of like 20,000 people. They had like 2 grocery stores in town, kind of like it was, a vastly different living experience versus the congested nature of living in the Greater Toronto area like I do. And yet we all kind of fell under the same rules and same limitations. And I could totally see why that drove some people in less populated areas like up the fucking wall, right? Because in a lot of ways, not a lot of ways, in some ways they definitely did not make sense for those areas, but all right, okay. Just as long as you guys aren't scoffing at people, that's all I ask. I guess is what the point of all this is. I totally respect people's desire not to wear a mask. I think every time I'm walking around with one on, I'm like, I'd really like to just not wear this. And I do take it off when I'm walking around a lot more than I used to. But when I go in somewhere, when I'm on a train, when I'm on a bus or something like that, I always mask up. For my safety and others. Oh, interesting though. Thank you for being part of this informal CRISPR poll. The results will be produced and thrown into a garbage bin at some point in the near future. No open scoffing, that's all I ask. Hey Pippa! Pippa? Come here, Pippa girl! Hiya! Wanna come say hi? No, Pippa shy. Come here, Pippa. Is my other kitty in here? No. My 2 new friends. My wife made me for the longest? At what point did she stop making you? I'm just curious. Inquisitorium. People around me, so no point. If I wear one or not, will do nothing for me. I mean, it is very limited effectiveness at that point. If most people around you are not masking up, absolutely. But I figure, in most cases, especially on public transit, it's better to have one than not. For me personally, again, I am very overweight. I'm all vaxxed up and shit, although I have to get another booster. But yeah, I think especially after vaccines started coming out, right? Like that's when it really started turning for a lot of people. A lot of people are like, finally, I can take this fucking mask off, and to a large extent, justifiably so. It really did just become about the high risk types. But I don't know why some people are so like ignorant or uncaring about that fact, right? Like there are cancer patients, there are high risk people with high risks associated with COVID or other communicable diseases. Just seems like a small thing you could do that might make someone's experience that much better. But that's not really my point. No scoffing. That's the point. Like I'm one more scoff away from like taking my earphones out and addressing this guy and just being like, "What's your problem, dude? What's the issue here? What am I doing that offends you to the point where you like have to audibly, like, it's one thing you go back to your apartment you know, find your roommate or your significant other and you're just like, I just saw this fat fuck on the elevator with a mask on, blah, 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 blah. But why do you gotta like pretend to be altruistic and shit like that and fucking like point me out? I've had other people do this too on trains and stuff like that, right? They took one look at you and they're like, oh my God, look at this fucking weirdo. Maybe it's because I got a big beard and like it kind of sticks out of the mask so it looks weird. I don't know, but anyway. I see why you would wear a mask, but no need to when there are more cornfields here than people. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. For sure. And again, like I really only use it like when I'm like if I'm walking around. I used to, like when I was walking around 2 years ago, I always had my mask on, even if I was just like out in public, not at a restaurant or whatever, just walking around the streets. Now I'll take it off unless I'm like I know I'm going to be in proximity of people, basically. I don't go out of my way to crowd people, cough on them or some crap in circular, popular, crowded areas anyway, even before COVID-19. Yeah, that's a good point. I was already pretty good at this whole isolation thing prior to COVID. Yeah, it didn't really strike me as like a great, huge adjustment. If anything, it was just an enabling thing. It allowed me to not go out and not feel bad about it. I'm still wearing them at work until the semester starts in September. There's no more mask mandates at schools? If I visit the doctor or something, I still wear it. Yeah, see, exactly. Like when you're in a train or a bus or something, when you're in a encapsulated area for a long period of time or anything more than a couple of minutes, to me, it seems to make sense to wear one. But again, like Glenn said, if everyone's not wearing one, you're the only one with one on. It admittedly does have limited effectiveness. But it's one of those things that's been shown time and time again. There's a reason that they wear them in hospitals regardless of whether or not there's a pandemic on. Wearing masks can greatly cut down on the transmission of airborne diseases. It's been science we've known about for hundreds of years. It's not anything controversial, but for some reason, somehow, governments managed to find, I know why, because it's scared business. Governments around the world figured out a way to make it seem like a bad thing. I don't know. Ours are only in like classes or stuff like that. Gotcha. Again, yeah, where people are like stuck in one environment for a long period of time, breathing in other people's airs. What I don't get is that when people wearing a mask, you are breathing your own oxygen. You can get ill, sick, etc. I just don't get the government has made people so scared. If that's the case, 90, why is there not like... Why, like, prior to COVID, was there not, like, a mass influx of people getting in, like, healthcare or at the dentist office or places that wore masks constantly before? Or at spas and stuff? Like, why wouldn't people get sick? Why did that only start with COVID? I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't think that's necessarily true. I mean, you don't want to only breathe in what you breathe out, because you're just basically breathing pure carbon dioxide at that point. Monoxide? Dioxide. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. But... trains are very much still a thing, yeah, man. Absolutely. At least in the part of the Greater Toronto area that I live in. There's this really, really helpful train line that goes from like one end of the city, the greater city area, to the other end of the greater city area. Now, granted, it only really kind of covers like the southern portions of said cities. But if you live or work along that train line, it is invaluable. It is, I used to take the train every single day on my way to work. It was so helpful. So much better than a car or a bus or anything along to get to and fro from Toronto. They are still a thing. In fact, I would argue they should be more of a thing in many places, rather than everyone having a fucking car. But that's another discussion for another day, I suppose. Daughter says they don't have them in their school this year. They did last year, though. Yeah, I seem to recall that was something they made a decision on, right? Like right before the school year this year. No masks in like any schools. There's no mandates to wear masks in any schools in the States this year. I seem to recall that had some parents kind of shaken up. I mean, I remember reading once upon a time, way back at like the beginning of this whole COVID mess, one of the epidemiologists that the Globe would source for a lot of its stories, he described managing a pandemic as the hammer and the dance. And I don't know why this stuck with me, because it's by no means an eloquent analogy, but it maybe it's just the odd coupling. You know, when you're trying to figure out how to navigate around a pandemic, it's like a dance. It's, you know, you are one party and the other party is the disease, and you're trying to figure out each other's footing, how far is too much, when to dip, when to, you know, you're basically trying to understand each other as best you can. But then once in a while, shit gets so out of whack, so out of control that you have to bring down the hammer. Again, I don't know why this stuck with me. It's not a very particularly smart analogy, but it's apparently something that's often referenced as like a layman's approach to managing a pandemic. So, and that's what I feel like what we're doing now, right? We're getting rid of masks, vaccinations, blah, blah, blah. We have to, in a way, we really do have to kind of test the waters and see how bad COVID gets without these precautions, without these measures. Because I don't think any medical profession in the world would say, like, if we didn't mask, if we didn't vaccinate, if we didn't do a lot of the things, if we didn't make a lot of the hard decisions and you know, piss off people to the extent that we pissed them off for whatever reason, the pandemic would have been significantly worse. And I think you only need to look at the amount of deaths in the United States versus a lot of other places in the world on a per capita basis to really see the difference in approach. Although a lot of people will point out the miracles, like a lot of people thought both Africa and South America were going to be hit really hard by COVID. And oddly enough, it was more northern, developed, whatever you want to call them, Anglo-Saxon nations that got hit the hardest, with the exception being India, I believe. India got hit pretty bad as well. And Brazil, to a lesser extent. Or a greater extent, rather. But again, like Brazil basically just had a Brazilian Donald Trump in charge down there, so it's little wonder they had it so rough too. I don't know, man. And honestly, the book on COVID is still very much being written. Anything we think we know now, anything we think we understand now, 5, 10, 20 years down the road, you know, with the benefit of hindsight and a better understanding of the science involved, you know, we might come to find that we were wrong about a lot of this stuff. Maybe we didn't need to wear masks as much. Maybe we didn't need to make such a push to vaccinate people, but it seems to me that it's better to be safe than sorry with a lot of this stuff. And nothing has shown that the vaccines themselves have caused like widespread adverse effects, I think, by and large, especially given the turnaround time. They've been a soaring success of medical advancements and medical science. But yeah, not without its concerns and its problems, especially when it comes to pricing and distribution, but we'll see. The general campus access, you don't need a mask. We do have a hardcore checkpoint to gain entry still, though. Oh, really? So they're not just kind of letting people in and out? That kind of makes sense. That makes sense. The old college I used to live near, like, it was so easy to just kind of like I would walk through it on my way to work every day to go catch my bus on the way to work. Like, you know, and no one ever looked at me and was like, excuse me, do you go to school? Like, no one ever batted an eye, right? It's so easy. I can come in whatever door, leave whatever door. Yeah, no one asked any questions. But yeah, I guess that's kind of all changed. Probably for the best. I mean, like I said, with regards to the dance, you don't want to go too far, right? You don't want to get too out of step, go too wild. Just gonna have to bring the hammer back down. Mask argument that said I'm breathing my own air is false. The masks are very breathable, so much that it didn't prevent COVID, but maybe 5%, 5 to 10% in an enclosed area. Well, realistically, like, one of the big mistakes governments first made was by saying face coverings was okay. Like, medical masks do far more to prevent particles getting in and getting out of you than like a piece of fabric or someone holding their shirt up, right? Which was made way too, which was normalized way too quickly. And at that point, it was like you couldn't undo that, right? But there was also, I think a lot of people forget, like there was a huge PPE shortage in the early days of COVID too, right? Like health experts were saying from day one, like we need to be wearing N95 masks, you know, like serious face coverings that actually, you know, block out 95% of particulate matter that try to enter them. But again, for a litany of reasons, that wasn't actually able to happen until like a year and a half into the pandemic. Science has shown time and time again, like, and they wear the N95s in hospitals for a reason, especially if someone's got C. difficile or something like that, right? Something completely unrelated to COVID, but still an airborne virus. Or no, I think C. difficile, is it airborne? I think it's transmissible through fluids or contact, I think. Anyway, yeah. Yes, masks can be very breathable and to a detriment too, but I think that was kind of like they were just saying it's better than nothing, right? It's better than just fucking, you know, walking around with your face uncovered for all intents and purposes. But it's still, no, nothing's 100%. Even like those big fucking like, you know, masks that they wear in like Contagion, that movie Contagion, right? Like even those like let some particulate matter in. Only people who had access to masks had higher percent reduction were doctors, yes. Sadly. And at that point, given the situation, I mean, it should have been doctors and nurses that were getting these things first, not Joe Schmoes. Unless your mask was a plastic bag, then yes, you were breathing your air in it. And if 100% COVID protection. Yeah, that could be pretty bad. It would be entertaining to know what would be the hindsight stuff, I think, yes, agreed. You almost want to fast forward like 20 years just to kind of get the full version of it. Although for all we know, we'll be dealing with COVID-19 in 20 years from now. It's just going to be like influenza, right? It's just going to be like another flu, except one that is statistically far more likely to kill you and or leave lasting long-term effects on your body. Something I think a lot of people overlook is people suffering from long COVID, and we don't really know like the scope of that yet. It's said to be quite widespread. It's said to be a minuscule amount of people. We don't really know, mainly because the effects are so varied and they last for some people years. Some people it's only like 9-10 months. But some people have been dealing with long COVID effects ever since March 2020. So again, like just because you don't die, right, doesn't mean it's over, right? Just because deaths are down doesn't mean people are not still having to navigate this and try to avoid it at all costs. Only 3 of our entrances are actually open. You have to scan your phone ID to enter since you need to submit your vax proof, which is another issue of privacy. Interesting. So they are still demanding proof of vaccination. Interesting. They weren't even doing that at hospitals, I was surprised to see. They weren't demanding any proof of vaccination at hospitals. You did have to mask up, and they asked that you sanitize like at every step of the way. You were limited to a certain amount of visitors in rooms. You were asked not to eat in rooms, although I did it quite often, with no one saying anything. But you're not supposed to take your mask off for drinks or eating. You're supposed to go down to the caf and do that there. I don't know. Man, I didn't mean to get on like this fucking like hour-long ramble about fucking COVID, but there we go. Ugh. Oh god, apparently the markets are shit in the bed today. Oh no. Do I even want to look at my portfolio? Probably not. This has been a bad year, man. Bad year to have your money in the market. It's ebbs and flows, yada yada yada, but I'm so glad I sold some stocks when I did last year. I was just at the right time before it all kind of went south. Oof. It wasn't that bad today. Down's only... That wasn't too bad. Definitely a down week, though. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sure, the old Zombite example. Some defense is better than 0%? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. If video games has taught me anything, it's that. No? It's like when you get your first piece of, like, white gear in World of Warcraft, right? Upgrading from your gray, schlubby gear that you spawn in with. Yeah, man. It only gives you, like, +2 armor, but you put it on, right? No? That's 2 more armor than you had before. Jeez. Yeah, it's not going to cure everything, but fuck, it's a little bit better. Why not? Why not? Of course, Christopher would eat quite often. Oh, yes. In large amounts. Too large, some would say. Staff and students only can enter. You need to have your proof submitted to the Seneca Safe app. Oh, shit! So it's not even like some papers, please shit. Really? You gotta do it through an app. Interesting. Probably a lot easier to verify the goods through the app, right? Why are there people out there that buy your max price stocks? Because no one can time the stock market, Adro. Even the most experienced and knowledgeable and successful investors in the world will tell you right away there's no timing the market, don't even try it. You just get lucky sometimes, and that's what happened to me. I panicked, but it was panicking at the right time because things really did take a big shit not long after. Hey, Stitches. Come here, Stitches. Come say hello. China. Ha! Fuck. I was talking to my kitty, man. What the hell? Stitches! Come here! Come on up! Come here, big boy. Come say hi. No? You're gonna wait till I start playing a game, right? Then that's when you'd be jumping all over me? Stitches. Stitches? Come here. Hi, big boy. Come on up. Yeah. Come on up. Oh, hi, Pepper. Here he comes. Hi, big guy. Here. Oh, there's a big boy. Gitty. He's so easy to love. He's so chill, man. Look at this. He doesn't put up any fights. He will eventually, but he just kind of goes wherever you want to put him. It's nice. Good Stitches. No, stop it! Fucking asshole. Chewing my mic cable. I was just calling you a good boy. You immediately contravened that. What? Stop! Stop biting my mic cable. Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Now you're gonna be sneezing. I'm not allergic, Adro. Stop! Yo, man, this is not good. I've already got one cat that, like, constantly tries to chew my, headset cables. This guy's just figured it out, too. Shit. Stop! Come here. Go away. Come here. Go away. Oh, Stitches, you gotta go. Oh. He's a good boy. What? You want to go? No, he's okay. And I can't see you. That's better. Constantly licking. Constantly. Twice last night. In the middle of the night. At about 2:30 and about 6 o'clock in the morning. I just wake up to this cat licking my forehead. Oh, your breath stinks. It stinks so bad. Oh. I've been giving him wet food to try to get him and Pippa, my other new cat, and Milo, my old boy, all acclimated with one another. But oh my god, it makes their breath stink so bad. Almost like a corpse. He'd be licking his dick and butthole with that same tongue. Thankfully, he's not actually. He's too fat. I mean, I would if he could, I'm sure. He's 100% not licking his butthole, though. I know because he's got a messy asshole that I have to wipe quite often. You're welcome. You're welcome, Adro. You're welcome for that one. There you go. Add that one to the whiteboard. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, I got one of his eye boogers on me, though. Ew. Do you ever have that Kami? Like, they get, like, it's only in one of his eyes, too. He gets, like, gunk built up. In what, I think his left eye? When you're looking at him, his right eye, but his left. It's just like little brown gunk. It builds up. It used to be like daily, now it's like every other day I gotta clean his eye. Just give it a little wipe. It's not blood. It's almost like, it's like a brownish kind of sludge. Kind of gross looking, but I never really had a cat like that. Well, that's not true. Mogwai, one of my old cats, he had that same thing. But it was like once a week maybe I have to clean it. This kid's like every day. You wipe the cat? Is the cat good for anything? Well, yeah, man, he's good for you. What do you think I wipe with? Hell yeah, he's good for something. This is a two-way street here, okay? Some people use Cottonelle. Nah, man. I go right to the source. The softest that could be serious. Might need to get a checkup. We are going to take him and his the other two cats in for a checkup. We just want to get them all looked at. My mom hadn't taken him in for years. I don't think he's ever really been to see a vet other than getting his nuts chopped off. But yeah, I think we just got to give them all a checkup. One of my cats, though, Milo, the one I've had for years now. Like, the reason we don't go to the vets as often as we should is because he is literally the worst cat I've ever had to take to the vet. He's yowling like the whole way over there, just crying bloody murder in the cage. You let him out and he just starts swinging. He's just trying to kill whoever comes into eyesight. Even me and the lady friend, like, he will just go berserk mode on us. He turns into like a feral cat, I swear to God. Every time he's in one of those vet offices. Then we have to watch the vet, and usually another vet, or like an assistant, a cat nurse, a dog nurse, whatever they call them, a vet technician or something. I don't fucking know. Deputy vet, dep vet. You have to watch two people basically, like one of them like incapacitates the cat, And the other one, like, sets up what's essentially like the world's smallest gas chamber. They put him in this little box that he's way too fat to fit in. They put him in this little box, they seal it up as best they can, and they literally have to gas the fucking cat. They have to knock him out, like, right in front of our eyes. And it's, like, so hard to watch. It's so... You could tell he's just miserable, right? Like, he hates every step of it. And the vet is, like, really unhappy about it because they're, like, fighting for dear life. He's a big boy, too. He's strong. He's not like a dog, right? Like, you can easily manhandle him compared to most dogs, but he will put up a fight, and he's got, you know, nasty teeth. You can only do so much about the claws, but the teeth you can't do shit about. Oh, I'm just, even just talking about it, I'm dreading having to go through it all again, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done. It's the best way to ensure you don't have, like, a very sudden and unpleasant trip to the vet, basically, to put the animal down. Which we have happened to Mogwai. I'm convinced if we had taken Mogwai to a vet a month beforehand, we might have been able to do something to save him. Give him at least a better end. He wouldn't have had to suffer so much that last month. The old bear shitting in the woods joke. Yeah, that's right, it is. That's right. Oh man, that's the Eddie Murphy told that joke once. Right, he wipes his ass with the rabbit. I forgot about that. Geez, here I was thinking I was being so original. Nope. Just regurgitating a joke I heard 15 years ago. My 2 cats are finally loving life again right now. Hey, nice! You're looking after a neighbor's dog for like almost 2 months. They tolerated, but they weren't happy? No doubt, man. No doubt. They don't know, like, is this what it's going to be like forever now? What's this fucking thing doing in our house? This is our setup. What the fuck? Yeah, cats don't like change. Not as, I feel like dogs are a little bit harder to, like, introduce into environments, but maybe not, actually. Maybe, I can't say I've had a lot of experience, but I've certainly heard some people saying they've had a hard time moving with their dog, but I feel like cats are usually pretty straightforward when you move. Like these 2 that we brought from my mom's place, like, they were fine until they met the other cat. They settled in here like instantly, like they weren't scared at all. But it's when they saw Milo, they met the other cat that, yeah. I think that the fear of God got put into them. Doesn't help that Milo's like a hyper-aggressive alpha male. Very dominant kind of animal. He likes to be large and in charge. Well, it was likely even more confusing since they know the dog. They came over nearly every day since the lady is friends with my mom, but it would always leave. Then all of a sudden one day the dog stopped leaving. Oh no. That's so cute that he comes over for visits, though. Oh, it's good that you guys were able to take care of him. Why were you looking after the dog for so long? Were they like in hospital or were they away? On vacation or something? 2 months. Were they getting work done in their apartment or some shit? Wow, that is very nice of you guys to take that on. I wouldn't want a fucking dog staying in my house for like a week. Never mind 2 months. Shit. Okay, I gotta go to the washroom. But then we're gonna do it. We're gonna do some Red Dead, I think. I'm definitely not playing fucking Rust now. I'm actually too tired. Be my AFK screen. Look at that. Found that on Twitter today. This makes me want to get a job so I can change my Slack avatar to this. This is a blending of 2 things I love in such an oddly pleasing way. I'm a huge Aliens fan. I'm a huge Muppets fan.
Yes!
Great timing.
I sent this to the lady friend today too. It made me smile greatly. Okay, give me like 5 minutes. Hi, honey bunny. What's up, baby? Muppets from space? Bingo! Oh man, I forgot. Yeah, they already did that. Was this actually from that movie? No, I think this is like... Yeah, Ty Swords. This is some artist, graphic artist somewhere. It looks like a dolly thing, eh? Like one of those AI art things? He was in the hospital dealing with an absolute joke of a medical team. Oh, shit. She's home now, though? Safe and sound? This is something original. Yeah, there's no way they'd put this in one of the fucking Muppet movies. Are you kidding me? Kids around the world would be having nightmares. Oh my god. Look at the throbbing veins on that turtle or Kermit neck. No way, man. Unsettling. It looks so good, though. It's a pretty seamless job. Like the shadows and stuff like that are so well done. It gets a little iffy, like right here. Starts to, you see the seams a little bit, but that's pretty good, man. Home, yes, safe and sound. Not so much. We're not convinced she's not going back. Oh, fuck, man. That poor thing. Ugh. Having just, yeah, seen what it's like to actually... I never spent a night in a hospital other than when I was born. The day I was born. I've never been in that bed. I've always just been visiting